So here's the tough part. If you look at your life, if you look at your thought life, you're meditating, what you meditate on, what percentage of the time do you meditate on God? Now, how much of that time, how much of your thought time is spent worrying or planning or thinking about past wrongs or future problems? How much of that time is spent thinking about our needs? And how much of that time is spent thinking about God? I'm not saying that every moment you can think about God every moment. It's just not possible. There are certain things we have to do that our mind has to be on. There are just certain things, but don't you think we could be a little closer to 50-50 maybe than 97-3? Another thing is when things are going crazy, when your life's just out of control, when the day is going nuts, when people all around you are going crazy, do you just jump on board with them and take that little ride down the crazy train, or do you stop? Do you stop and ask for God's help? There's always, like I said, it just takes a second. It makes a huge difference, just a second. Just stop at your desk, whatever's going on, wherever you are, and you feel it, and we all feel it, we all know it. You feel it when the tension gets high and your body starts moving, and you know something's wrong, but too often we just keep going. We just keep going with that feeling, with those people, with the emotions, with all of those things. The truth is, if we just stop, God will take care of that. And finally, how much time do you set aside for God? Once again, I'm not saying it has to be long. I'm not saying it has to be anything, but you've got to give Him something. You've got to take a moment throughout the day. You got to give Him something. Not only does that refresh me and does that build me up, but it shows God that I'm serious. We don't have to prove anything to God. God knows who we are. God knows the depths of our depravity. God knows everything about us. We don't have to prove anything to Him. But the truth is, if we only give Him lip service and we never do anything about it, God's smart. He knows. You can't fool Him. You can't give Him lip service. You can't. You got to give Him action. So, I just want to say real quick before we get out of here, I want to take away all the splendor and majesty and all of those things of God and just look at God as a friend for a second. Okay, yes, I know He's the maker of the universe. I know He does marvelous, miraculous things, all of those. But let's just think about Him as a friend. What if you had a friend that was with you every moment of every day? What if He went with you everywhere and did everything that you did? What kind of things would you say to Him? You'd celebrate with Him when times were good. You'd share your fears with Him when times were bad. You'd talk about decisions you had to make and the problems you were facing. And you'd probably even point out the sunsets or the good things in life that made you smile. And I know you'd tell Him about the things that hurt. You'd include Him in your day. He's there with you. God is that friend. Just because you can't see Him, just because we've been taught that He is some spirit in the sky that makes it really hard to relate to, and He is. He is. We can't understand it. We're just humans. We can't understand it, but He's there. He's your friend. He's with you. He wants you to make Him part of your life. God didn't send His Son to die on the cross just so we could all go to heaven ticket. Now it's a great thing. It's great to think that someday we're going to end up in heaven. But the truth is, Jesus suffered and died right here so we could live a victorious life here, now, as we walk through this life. God is a friend. He's always with you. He's always there. He wants you to talk to Him. 2 Chronicles 16 says, "The eyes of the Lord search the whole earth in order to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to Him." Imagine that God searches the whole earth, God of everything, looking for you, looking for hearts that are dedicated to Him. He wants to strengthen you. He wants to make your time more productive. He wants to be part of your life. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we just thank You for this day, Lord. We thank You. We thank You that You are our friend. Father, I just pray as we go through this week that You would give us new insight. You would give us a new understanding of who You are. That You would touch us in a different way, Lord, that You would just make it new and fresh. Lord, help us to realize that You are there with us, that You love us. You have a plan beside us, Lord. So help us to overlook all the things that